You have been through a lot. There's been a lot of stuff that you've been going through, a lot of cycles that you've been closing, and you've learned a lot of lessons. And it's the reason why your spiritual abilities are heightening right now. So you might be called to just clear your energy of toxins and particularly liquids. If you're a water sign, um, especially like you might be drinking more water, you might be feeling like you want a juice, but whatever it is, you need to clear your energy and your liquid intake and not consume things that will cloud your judgment and your clarity, right? Right now, you're needing like a lot of clarity. And the reason for this is because you're just being called to send a message of compassion, of kindness. And this may have been something that you've always done, anyways, naturally, right? It's in your spirit. But particularly right now, the world is needing more kindness and more compassion and positivity, and you're being guided to show people just by being you, right? And not in a way to like overpour or to fix anything or anybody, but just by being you and sharing your own story and sharing your own experiences, you're able to help others see what compassion really means and what kindness really means. Um, you're focused on your own path. And so, yeah, it's just important to listen to your body and like maybe go do that fast. Like I said recently, I did a 3-day fast, like a phone fast, but um, I've also just been feeling like not really wanting like solid foods and just consuming like juices and liquids, fruits and vegetables. Um, yeah, so listen to your body and what it wants, right? Your body is tired of just you consuming things that are not healthy for you, right? And when you consume things that are not nutritious and beneficial for your body, it most definitely like creates blockages and it keeps you from ascending like spiritually. It blocks your clarity and it keeps you in a fog. And notice how you feel when you eat like heavy or bad foods, like you are what you eat, right? If y'all ever have any questions about juicing, doing a juice cleanse, or anything like that, like I'm happy to help. So, right now, just remember that, like, be careful also who you're helping because there's people also in your energy who are wanting to, like, siphon your beautiful energy and then use it to continue being destructive, like just going around being destructive with your positive beautiful energy. Then they'll come back and take more of it. So just really watch your back about with who you're helping and who you're around, um, and stay focused on you and your path. It's what's helping you, like you're gaining more spiritual gifts, and you might not realize it because they are already in aligned with who you are and what you normally do. So it's important to recognize, like in this particular moment, that the focus and the message that you're spreading is about communication, kindness, compassion, and like I said, simply by just being you. You're meant to be like watched and admired, and not necessarily like um, going in and fixing just people's problems, right? But just by being you, um, having people look within, because everybody's issues are different, right? This may be something that you've already been telling people is like, look within. And sometimes they don't want to hear that answer, right? Like they don't know what it means. But that's the whole point, is to figure it out for yourself. Every person has their own stuff inside that they need to look at, right? So only you can fix yourself, and that goes for everybody, right? You can offer guidance when people ask, but just pay attention to the people you're helping, and if the energy is not reciprocated, don't give them no more of your energy, because your energy is valuable, your time is precious, and your knowledge is a treasure. So only give it out to those who have gratitude for it, and for those who reciprocate. You know, energy exchange can be anything, like anything from just wishing positive things, wishing good things for people, to just being kind in return, right? But a lot of people want to just take your energy and not give you anything back. People are takers, right? So just be careful of that. Especially y'all water signs, like you just flow, like a waterfall, right? So it's easy for people just want to be near you, they want to come near you, watch you, absorb your energy. So yeah, just be careful who you're helping and who you're surrounding yourself with. But you might notice that people are just coming to you and asking you for advice and wanting to be around you because they feel a sense of security with you, and they feel safe, they feel seen. Everybody wants a little bit of that, right? So, and it's okay to give it to them, but also to just know, like, to know what's real and what's not, and who's here to benefit in a positive way, and who's here to just be selfish, right? Because we don't want none of that. So good luck, y'all. I've just been feeling like needing to share that message about just about cleansing, right? If you're wondering, like, why do I feel like I'm wanting to cleanse, or why is my body asking me to do something different, like, pay attention to that, because it's important. And then also sometimes you go through things and your body just wants something different. Like, you might need 4 meals sometimes, and sometimes you might need 2 meals a day, like, or just one meal and juice, like, or maybe just a bunch of water someday. You might not eat until like 2 p.m. one day, and you might eat at 5 a.m. another day. Especially during these changes, like, I think it's important to just listen to your body, eat when you're hungry, and really not force anything. And especially notice, like, when you're eating things and they make, like, how they make you feel, right? You can try, like, cutting out one thing at a time. For example, cutting out sweets, cutting out fried foods, you know, cutting out coffee, whatever addictions that you have that you feel like you can't be without. Try to be without that, because what that does, not only physiologically benefits you, but it also helps benefit your self-discipline. And you don't need any of those things, right? You don't need sugar, you don't need fried foods, you don't need meat, like, you don't need any of those things, right? Our body is just full of nutrients that's already in there. So especially if you're just doing a fast or a cleanse, like you'd be surprised how long your body can go without a lot of those things. When I did my 60-day juice cleanse, I was just in awe of just like how much food we consume that is just not necessary, right? And also food is just I just really felt like food was like a scam. Like it's just glorified, it's made fancy. It's just like it's just like everything else, like the rest of this world, right? It's just like an illusion. Like yes, it's good, but to just like live off the bare minimum of fruits and veggies and only things that come from this earth, there's just something like so pure about that, and just brings you like way back to like, I don't know, just way back in time where all we had was like what was on this earth, and we wouldn't be here on this earth if we weren't able to survive off of this earth, right? So just if you think about it like that, and then you will realize that your body doesn't need much. Water, fruits, vegetables go a very long ways. So I super encourage you to do this cleanse, to give your body a break. You might notice like when you're sick and you're not eating, or you're not eating for whatever reason, that you actually feel better, right? That's always my suggestion when people feel bad, or especially like their digestion just feels bad, like give it a break, right? Stop feeding it things that it doesn't need, and just give it a moment to digest. There's like a few tips that I'll share with you that my friend who is a healer gave to me, and she is amazing. And these tips like help reduce bloating significantly. So the first one is only eating warm foods, hot foods. So everything you eat, and this is extreme and it's hard to maintain, but if you're able to, right, just take whatever part of it you can do. So, like cook everything fresh. Everything you eat is fresh, hot, cooked, and not like heated up in a microwave if possible, right? And then the moderation to that would just be like eating hot foods, eating anything hot, right? Hot foods. And then the other thing is not drinking water 1 hour before you eat and 1 hour after you eat. So drink water like in the windows, like an hour after and before you eat. You can chug all the water you want, but just not an hour before you eat or after you eat. And that's actually harder than it seems, because sometimes you just are thirsty right before you eat, or you just wait so long. What it is you're waiting so long to drink water, and then you're hungry and you're thirsty. So it's just important to listen to your body and give it what it needs when it needs, right? And you'll definitely start noticing the results, feeling healthier, looking healthier. Your skin will clear up. Like you're just gonna feel amazing. Like at the end of my 60 days, or like somewhere towards the end, I just was starting to feel like godly. And that feeling is addicting. Like you just want to reach higher levels, right? And it's possible. So I just think it's fascinating, like what the body can do. And we're given this vessel, and it's just fun to like play around with it and see like how much you can do, how much you can challenge your body, like in a positive, healthy way. I know people like to just, maybe not intentionally, but they challenge their body in a negative way. How much fast food can I eat? How many drugs can I take? How much alcohol can I drink before I die and before I break down? Like, to me, that doesn't sound like a fun experiment. No judgment, right? No judgment. But but yeah, try going the other way and seeing like, how how like lean can you get? how much muscle can you build? Like, how fast can you run? How long can you run? Like, playing with your body like that will only teach you self-discipline, and it will also show you what you're made of, like what you are capable of. Like, when you are able to overcome something difficult like fast, or completing like a marathon or something like that, it's super empowering because it shows you your powers, right? And we have a hard time like believing in ourselves. So we got to do these things to prove to ourselves like how powerful we are. So back to my tips. Drinking only warm water, hot foods, and excuse me, hot foods, and also only warm liquids, right? So the hard part for me is like no cold juices, just that pretty much, right? No cold anything so that your body can digest. So all the liquids you're consuming are going to be warm water. And you'll notice that it also goes down easier. Like that one's not very hard for me. Um, so hot foods only 1 hour before and after you eat. Don't drink water. And when you do drink water during a meal, make sure it's just a little bit of water, like maybe like a fourth cup. Um, and then also like you can add olive oil to every meal. Um, that will help your digestion as well. Just like 1 teaspoon of olive oil, just add it into your meals. And it's actually really good. It actually makes most things a lot better. Um, and also when you eat, making sure that your food that you consume is just what fits into 2 palms of your hands, right? So if you think about it, like that's actually like all you need. If you've ever just eaten a meal and then felt like full and content, you can notice that it was probably the amount that fit right into your palms. So those are the main things. And shout out to my friend, my twin, who helped me, who shared these tips with me. She knows so much more, and can like expand on all of these things. But these are just the things that I've tried that has made bloating go down significantly. Like you can actually look like you've lost like 20 pounds in just like a few weeks of doing this, even like 2 weeks of doing this, really. So having 4 hours in between each meal, that one is huge also. And not eating, I think it's like 3 hours before bedtime. So again, the things are eating only warm, hot foods, not drinking water an hour before and after you eat, eating only what fits into the 2 palms of your hands, adding, and you don't have to do all of these things, right? You might just want to try one or two, and then adding olive oil to your food, and not eating before bed, like 3 hours before bed, and then also only eating fruit like in the morning. Sorry, I'm adding something else, but these are just like the little things. Eating fruit only in the morning, and then warming it up, like making it like a stew, right? So that it's not cold, so that your body can break it down and digest it easier. So what you're doing is just helping your body. You're like taking like half of the work out of the digestion, right? By keeping the foods warm. So your body doesn't have to work so hard. So then it's like it won't be inflamed, it won't be bloated. So definitely try those tips. This video went like a whole nother way, but um, yeah, there's just so much to share just about juicing and fasting. So I'm glad I was able to like get this message out. And I hope this helps y'all. Please let me know if you have any questions. And good luck on eating healthy and eating clean.